So the sun is out. You know what they say, sun's out, bun's out. Different kind of bun. But today we're going to be talking about how to time block your 5 to 9. And what's most important is to find out what 5 to 9 are you? Are you an AM or PM? So you truly have to know your energy type. Some people thrive better. They naturally wake up around 5 or 6 a.m. every day, and that's kind of what gets their day started. Others, they need that 9 a.m., 10 a.m. if they have the opportunity to do that, and then they get their day started. Both are correct. So before you even get into this whole I need to be that 5 a.m. workout girly, naturally, my body clock is 6 or 7 a.m. So I'm going to lean towards that on the days where I feel the most energetic. But for the most part, I feel more productive in my PM era. So I'm going to go to work, already be on that whole work high of okay, I'm getting the things I need done. And then I'm going to continue working on myself because I've already been in that mode. Whereas I'm starting that mode on me and then shifting it to someone else. That's how I kind of see it, is I don't want to start my day with me and then dedicate the majority of the rest of the day to someone else because I'm working in corporate, and then come home and just relax. I feel like my mornings are slow mornings for a reason, so that I can just kind of figure out how I want that to look. I want to make my oatmeal fruit bowl, or I want to go to the gym, or whatever that might look like. The 5 to 9 is solely building the career, the lifestyle, the dream life that you want. My 5 to 9 in the mornings look like having those slow mornings that set me up for success throughout the day. So I have the energy until 9 p.m. to do what I do. So I really call it a 9 to 9 for me, but your 5 to 9 is your focal point, because that's what's going to build your dream life and create it as your lifestyle. And the sun is sunning today, y'all. The sun is sunning today. So before you plan what time your 5 to 9 is going to start, you have to ask yourself, when do I feel the most creative? When do ideas start flowing out of your brain? When do you feel like I need a notepad to write this down, or I'm going to open my notes app or my voice memos and I'm going to come back to it, and then never come back to it? When are those times when you get the ideas is the first question you have to ask yourself. Once you figure that out, you can figure out what tasks are low lift and high lift tasks. So low lift tasks are your picking out the work clothes for the next day. It's loading the dishwasher. It's reading a chapter out of your next book. High lift tasks are editing a 20-minute YouTube vlog, going out and socializing and networking, things that it's basically you are just syncing it with the energy that's required to do that task. So a low lift, I can take 14, 15 minutes to just unload a dishwasher if I want, but it's going to take a certain amount of energy and time out of my day to go to a networking event. After you figure out what your energy type is, you need to know your focal pillars. So your focal pillars are what is most important to me in this season of my life right now. Is it creating more content? Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel or a TikTok or an Instagram channel or a Pinterest board, whatever social media platform that looks like for you. Is that the highest thought on your list? For others of us, it's learning a new skill or resting and recovering a little bit more because your high impact schedule throughout the year is now coming to a slower season. It just depends on what you do in your work life or what you do in your day-to-day consistently. And some of us have a more entrepreneurial schedule, so we want to figure out what's our next side hustle. So whatever that looks like for you, you have to determine that. For me, content creation is that's it. That is the serious part of my life. It's along with all of my other non-negotiables, which we'll get to in a second. But truly dedicating myself to posting consistently is a problem I've had since I've been creating content. And I just didn't want it to be that problem anymore. I wanted to truly dedicate discipline, motivation, or whatever it was for me. I wanted to make sure that I did not give up on myself yet again. And I'm doing a really great job as of right now, and I foresee myself continuing to do a great job, but it's just a matter of how do I keep that consistency? So today I'm filming outside. The sun is going crazy. It's going up and down, so I know it's going to look crazy in the edit, but I feel inspired. I want to film more in public, and I want to feel less embarrassed, I guess you could say. I don't think I'm more embarrassed. I think I just get shy because I'm what if I say the wrong thing? I want people to see the final edit, edited up, they edit out all of the mistakes. The people behind me, I will never see them again in my life. So it's great practice for me to truly make content, film it in public, and then feel good about it. I'm doing all the things I said I want to do, and that's important because it shows me I'm showing up for myself. So in the same sense for you, if building a side hustle right now is your focal point, what can you do that allows a low lift impact? Are you able to look into e-commerce if you're interested in making a little extra money, but you like products and you like reviewing product? Can you create a YouTube channel on reviewing products? If you provide a service, what business businesses can you go around to right now to build your portfolio? Like name 5 businesses that you can go to, build your portfolio on, and then go to other businesses and be like, hey, look, I've done this for these niche audiences. Here's my packages. That's exactly what I did to kind of start my video production company. And if you guys are interested, I'm more than happy to let you know how I started that company, kind of where it's at today, and kind of where I see it in the foreseeable future. I love and absolutely love talking about it because it's an ever evolving process. So I'm always learning something through and through. So comment down below this emoji if you want to learn more about video production or just going into that kind of business or career, even if you don't create your own company. Finding those focal pillars truly get rid of that I need to do everything right now overwhelming energy. Like, you just don't want to put yourself in a space where you're like, I want to do 7 things, but I don't have 7 things energy. You have to pick 1 or 2 things. One is probably best because I've tried to multitask so many times with things and they've just worked out for a couple weeks and then I forgot about it. But I've noticed that being consistent weekly on YouTube is a great cadence for me right now. It's a good frequency for my schedule and it's a good dedication, a good discipline style posting where it still keeps it fun for me. It doesn't feel like I have to post. It gives me that want to post. Like, what do I want to do next? Whatever it is for you, you just got to make it fit in this season of your life, but have to identify it first. Your non-negotiables. You have to plan your non-negotiables. If you do not plan the things that must fit into what you're trying to do in those focus pillars, it's not going to work. You can't just like get up and think, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds before my next vacation, and then disregard, if you have kids, making their lunch or dropping them off at school, or if you're a student, neglecting your studies so that you can just like do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. Like, you have to plan in your non-negotiables in this new season of your life. It's going to take a lot of trial and error, and things are going to work better on some days than they do others. But for example, planning out your commute time, that is truly one of the things that I underestimate so many times. I am telling myself like, oh, it's going to take me 20 minutes, knowing good and well when I leave it's going to be peak traffic and at least 35 minutes to get where I need to go. So in that moment, like, what can I do that keeps me in the headspace of what I need to do next is really important. Planning out dinner, gym time, like the non-negotiables that are a part of your daily life have to be something that you build around. Your time block should feel supportive, not like punishment, because the minute they start feeling like a chore, that's exactly how you're going to treat it, like a chore. New inspires new. You have to design your environment. If you do not put yourself in new places that inspire you, put yourself in places that, get those creative juices flowing, put yourself in unfamiliar environments, because sometimes what we don't realize is that the best ideas come from things that we don't see consistently. So I've noticed that even just being out in nature right now, being out in public filming, I feel a little bit more lively in the way that I like to deliver the message because I'm soaking up some sun rays. It's a beautiful, not hot but not cold day. Like, something about the environment just positively is affecting the way that I can deliver this message. The same thing for you, whether it's content creation or not. Maybe rest and recovery is on your list. It's not doing something, it's healing from something. And that's maybe a strenuous season if you're in such a really demanding career. Maybe that's from like passing the bar or, finishing school, getting ready to graduate. Like, rest and recovery, if that is your focus point so that you can recharge to figure out what you need to do next in your life, that has to look like, okay, I'm going to dedicate X amount of hours a day to what I'd like to do. And then for the other half of that, more than usual, I'm going to find different ways to rest and recover. Rest and recover doesn't just have to look like taking a nap or just going to bed earlier. Like, it will look like going to a spa, getting a massage, like whatever that looks like for you, you have to make it fit into your personality type, what you like. And keep in mind that like not everybody is the same. Rest and recovery to me look like the examples I listed: a spa day, a massage, naps, not so much. Like, I'm gonna like sleep when I go to sleep, but I like actively resting and recovering. So whatever that looks like for you, make it fit for your personality type. Don't try to make it fit for something that's not like for you, if that makes sense. But also don't be scared to try new things. You never know until you try it. So if you try it once, don't try to force it if it truly isn't for you. And last but certainly not least, reverse engineer your Q2 goals. So I just posted a video about, doing a Q2 reset, talking about the fact that we are literally 1 week into Q2. If you're not familiar how the quarters go, how I look at quarters is by a 3 months. Some people do like 4 months out of the year and they're like 4, 4, and 4. So there's only 3 quarters for them. For me, 4 quarters just feels like I can take a slice of the pie and eat each season of my life. Right now we're in quarter 2 and my focus point is on my faith and on my fitness. I want to be the healthiest I've ever been, feel good, look good. At first, I'll be honest, my goal was to just have a snatched waist before I take my next vacation. But that's not going to be something that's sustainable over time. I truly have to want to feel and be my best. I want to feel strong, like when I'm moving out, you know, if I decide to do that in the next year. Like, I want to be empowered in the lifestyle that I'm living. It's much deeper, much deeper than just getting a snatched waist. I want to feel really good about my life. So when you're reverse engineering your quarter 2 goals, you have to ask yourself, by the end of June, what will I have accomplished, or what will I have seen some progress on? You may not be completely done with it, because sometimes these are month-long, year-long processes, but you will feel good about the progress that you made starting today. So this whole week or weekend should look like a planning phase for you to make all these things happen. And by all these things, I mean the 2 things that are most important to you in the season. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. Trust me. For me, since it's faith and fitness, I know that going to church every week when I can, or joining online if I can't, is most important. That's just a slither of it. How can I go a little bit deeper? I'm going to get into my word every day. I don't know how I'm going to consume that, but I'm going to make sure that I spend intentional time with God. Like, if I can't sit down and physically read my Bible, I'm going to open up a YouTube video and I am just gonna listen to it, gonna start my day with it, gonna listen to praise music on my way to work. Like, whatever that looks like, it's intentional. Fitness, I'm going to the gym every day. Do I get to the gym every day? No, but I know that I have a rule that if I skip one day, I can't skip the next. It's the 2-day rule. It means that if you just say you're gonna go to the gym, or if you're gonna work out or do something that is related to fitness and you don't get to it, you can't let the next day come where you don't do something again, because it's gonna create that consistency in your mind that, like, okay, a day was okay to miss, so is 2 days. And then it just gets harder to keep up that consistency and that discipline that you're trying to create for your life. So for me, that's what it looks like. For you, you know what you want to do. You know what you'd like to accomplish. You know what's highest on the list, what could be later for next quarter. Create the plan. Because honestly, I read something earlier, I think I screenshotted it. I signed up for this workout plan because I'm really serious about it, you know, for 3 months, for them to create a workout plan for me weekly. And because I'm not sponsored by it, I don't want to say it, but I do want sponsors. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but I did sign up for Simple. I'll put it in the description below, but it took me maybe like 20 minutes to fill out, and I was really honest about my weight, my height, my age, so that it could create the customized plan for me that I need in my life. I told them, I was like, honestly, I'm trying to do this before the vacation. At the end of the day, I want to feel and look good, but I do have a goal, and so that goal I feel like would help me feel much better. A goal without a plan is just a wish, and you will never get where you're trying to go if you don't plan things out. You can always rework a plan, but if you don't put something pen to paper, or I don't know, keyboard to Excel sheet, whatever works for you, it's not gonna happen. And I just don't want you to get into this headspace that, like, you have the thoughts and you feel super motivated, but when that motivation runs out, that discipline isn't there to back it up. I want you to live the best life that you want to live for yourself, but you have to show up for yourself, and that's gonna look like doing things you don't normally do until they become a habit, until it becomes a routine, until it's a part of your lifestyle. But time blocking has been super helpful for me. I'm just now starting, especially in quarter 2, so I do hope that this was helpful. I hope that you found this valuable to the kind of lifestyle that you want to start building for yourself, because we're going to get to our dream lives, babes. Like, we are already living them. We just have not consistently done the steps that future us is waiting for us to catch up on. So I want you to feel really, really, really good, really set, really organized about going into this next quarter, because it's going to feel so good when you can look back at the end of June and be like, this checklist is halfway filled. Like, I finished half of the things I put on it, or I started half of the things I put on it. Most of the time, it's just starting. Don't feel bad, girlies. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, babes. We're gonna get this right this time around, because we're gonna be going through it. If you guys want to follow through, there's gonna be weekly content every week on Party of One podcast until further notice, because like I said, this is a part of my quarter 2 as well. So I'm really excited that you guys are here. Thank you for tuning in. If you've stayed to the end of this video, comment this emoji below and let me know that you stayed till the end of the video. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next vlog. Peace.